Now, if you're someone like me that likes to buy and own physical copies of games, and maybe here and there you dabble into buying a game digitally, this may be some news that will excite you because I'm going to highlight a publisher and developer that really seem to understand how to handle the digital market and the future of digital games in today's gaming industry. Because let's face it, the thing that scares us the most is, for one, these companies are going to have full control when physical games are eventually done and gone and not really a thing anymore. What's to stop publishers from releasing a game digitally for, say, 40, 50, 60, $70 and then never reducing the price even in sales, or let alone reducing the base price? And that's why this article here is something that I wanted to highlight and actually bring to attention when a company like Platinum Games is actually doing something right for the future of digital games. So SOLCRESTA complete set now available, standard edition and DLC prices reduced. So what does this mean? SOLCRESTA, first of all, is a game that I've streamed. I'm going to actually play the trailer a little bit here for you so you can get a sense for what this game is. It's an absolutely fantastic vertical side-scrolling shoot 'em up that is just an amazingly fun game. It is pretty challenging. It's actually got music by Yuzo Koshiro, so Streets of Rage, Etrian Odyssey, his work. Excellent music, but a really fun mechanic where you're kind of like linking your ships together and trying to form more powerful shots. You can kind of see from the trailer here, it's an awesome game. If you're into these kind of games and you have not played Soul Cresta, it's definitely worth checking out. So now that you kind of get a sense for how the game plays, let's just go back to the article here real quick. So this game costed $40 digitally, and what they have actually done is they're releasing a new updated, not even updated version. They're essentially like relaunching the game with the DLC that they had released and reducing the price. This is something that you almost never see. Typically, when these companies release like a complete set and they bundle in DLC, they're usually charging like at cost or maybe even a little bit more because they're throwing in some extras or something. It's actually very unusual to see, especially for a digital version of a game, to have the price reduced from $40, as you can see here, down to $24.99, which will be the new base price. So let's read the article here. So it will include everything there is to experience about the game, including the main game, downloadable content, two downloadable contents actually. It has the Soul Cresta main game and the already released downloadable content. And as you can see here, they're also actually offering this cheaper than normal. I'm not sure if this is still valid. This is a news story from about a few days ago, week ago, whatever it is. And yeah, they're pretty much just saying here they're launching this as a reduced price relaunch, essentially, as you can see right here. Reduced pricing. Platinum Games has also announced a new reduced price for Soul Cresta main game and Soul Cresta downloadable content. So it looks like you can actually get the main game for $18 if you don't want any DLC. And then if you wanted to, you can buy the DLC for $6 separately. It was normally $10. The base game used to be $40. This is a huge price decrease, and it's awesome to see. Right? Like, I know a lot of you are still not into the idea of digital games, but I think it's important when we see developers and publishers making the right moves in the right direction, because personally, like I mentioned, one of the things that has always scared me the most is in a digital only future, these games are going to be in full control over the publisher, what they choose to price it as. We can Right now, the only reason that we're seeing digital games discounted and going on sale is because usually physical counterparts exist and they want to entice you to buy digitally so that you don't go out to a GameStop or a secondary or go on eBay or whatever have you and buy a used copy where they're not making money from you. So right now they've got to entice you to buy digital versions. But this kind of move here is, I think, the right step, right? Like, show people that you can handle digital games in a way that makes it less volatile in a pricing structure, incentivizes people to maybe even buy digitally, because, well, you're getting a really good deal here, right? Like, if you're buying the physical version of this, it's going to cost a bit more, and then you're going to have to also still get the DLC. The physical version won't have the DLC in it, so this is kind of a nice little way to handle it. Obviously, we would still like to see this in a physical version to see it preserved, because there will come a time and day when Soul Cresta, the complete edition, will cease to exist on the storefront, however many years, decades, whatever that takes. So in terms of preservation, it would be nice to see this in a disc format. But let me know your comments below. Does this make you kind of want to pick up Soul Cresta a little bit more? Maybe you've never heard of it. Here, let me just show you the end of the trailer that we didn't get to before. Does this kind of make you want to reconsider picking it up? Would you rather pick up the $25 complete edition to kind of get everything for under half the price of what it would cost you to get the non-complete edition physical. It's kind of an interesting thing to think about. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe because we're going to be putting out a lot more content on this secondary channel here.